Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know this rush hour of Friday, October 4. I'm Riza Diaz. Jump-starting today's rush with about 1,000 hogs culled from 9 barangays in Pulilan, Bulacan, whether they're healthy or not. And because of an alleged improper burial process, another problem has literally started to creep out. Here's the story.
Hundreds of pigs have been buried in this site in Pulilan, Bulacan, and nearby residents are now complaining about a foul smell creeping out of the ground. It seems that the burial was done haphazardly, with parts of the pigs' corpses seen sticking out of the ground.
Inilipat kasi may nagreklamo, umaamoy daw. Tsaka baka raw magkasakit yung mga alaga nila dito. Maliliit lang ang hukay, pagkatapos pag natatansa namin ng mga isang mga 2 metro na yung taas, tatabunan na.
Authorities have temporarily stopped the burying of culled hogs as the Agriculture Department has yet to look into the condition of the area. Over 1,000 pigs have already been culled from 9 barangays in Pulilan to prevent the spread of African swine fever to the rest of the area. This is regulated through the 1710 protocol, where all pigs within a 1-kilometer radius from ground zero will automatically be killed, while those within 7 and 10 kilometers will closely be monitored. But the Agriculture Department has not confirmed if the hog deaths in the province was actually because of ASF.
We received those reports. They're cordoning the area. Kapag na-test na positive, ina-apply na kagad yung 1710 protocol.
Meanwhile, alongside the continuous spread of the African swine fever cases in the country, several medicines claiming to cure the virus have circulated in the market. But the DA clarified the ASF virus still has no cure.
Ang antibiotic ay ginagamit po sa bakterya, hindi po sa virus. And we know for a fact that so many times sinabi na po natin wala hong bakuna or gamot pa sa ASF. So there will be no claim na yung antibiotic na yun po ay magiging effective.
For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
Here are some of today's biggest stories. An amiable and fruitful meeting. That's how Malacanang described President Duterte's bilateral talk with Russian President Vladimir Putin. While the specific details of their discussions are yet to be disclosed, Ambassador to Moscow Carlos Sureta says the meeting may put emphasis on a bilateral labor deal between the two countries. According to Sureta, opportunities for Filipino workers are present in Moscow's oil mining and construction industry. Sureta also thinks Russia could play a major role in securing the country's energy requirement in the coming years. Russia's leading oil company, Rosneft, also paid a courtesy visit to President Duterte, who invited them to invest in the Philippines, particularly on oil and gas development. Meanwhile, Palace cleared that any planned deal with Russia will still be subject for scrutiny and will be required to undergo domestic processes. Duterte drew flak for his, quote, unkempt appearance during his meeting with the Russian Prime Minister. A foreign journalist called him out for sporting an inappropriate look during the official state visit, all because of his loosened tie. Presidential spokesperson Sal Panelo defended this, saying it was just too tight and it was only getting too uncomfortable for him. Panelo even insisted that Duterte is very hygienic and that his body emits a, quote, refreshing scent as observed by people who meet him up close. Bad news for regular commuters of the LRT Line 2 operations remain suspended until further notice after a fire erupted between its Katipunan and Anonas station. LRT2 officials say the train's power transformer caught fire on Thursday, but they are still investigating the cause with the Bureau of Fire Protection. Daily riders of the LRT Line 2, as for now, have no choice but to look for other means of transport.
Kailangan nila ayusin agad yan kasi ang daming maapektuhan .
Police Major Rodney Baloyo is now the new Bilibid prison compound after being cited in contempt after the Senate hearing on Thursday. Senators say Baloyo kept lying about the details of the 2013 drug operation in Pampanga, where over 100 kilos of shabu went missing. That's why Senator Richard Gordon wanted to throw him into Bilibid as a severe punishment for lying to the chamber. However, it looks like authorities are now confused as to where they will keep the police officer, since he was originally scheduled to be sent to the Pasay City Jail. PDEA Chief Aaron Aquino is backtracking a bit on his previous statement, saying the PNP Director Oscar Albayalde merely called to check on the status of the Pampanga Ninja Cops. Now Aquino says Albayalde called to stop him from implementing the relief order. Man Los Baños has the report.
In the previous Senate hearing, PDEA Director Aaron Aquino described a call by Chief PNP Oscar Albayalde on the status of the so-called Pampanga Ninja Cops accused of recycling illegal drugs seized in an operation. In Thursday's hearing, Aquino said there was more to the call. He now accuses Albayalde, then Pampanga Police Director, of trying to intervene in a resolution dismissing the policemen.
General Albayalde called me up to know the status of the case of Baloyo and others is the truth. But he also added during the same call request, and I quote, "Sir, baka pwedeng wag mo munang i-implement ang order." Then I asked him, "Bakit, Oka?" Where he answered, "Kasi mga tao ko sila." Then I answered, "Oka, ipare-review ko itong case folder sa legal at ipapatapong ko lahat ng tao mo sa Mindanao."
Aquino admitted that he was under pressure and that he was worried for the safety of his family.
The exact words are, "Sir, pinaghahandaan nila ang pamilya mo. But I literally broke down into small pieces hearing the information. Considering that my security escorts have also been recalled, I feel so helpless and defeated."
Albayalde said it would be impossible to influence Aquino with just one call. He said the motion for reconsideration submitted by the 13 policemen were already decided upon by then Region 3 Director Retired General Rudy Lacadin. This was even before Aquino was assigned as head of PNP Region 3.
Di ko po tinawagan si General Lacadin dyan. Maliwanag po dito na hindi na-impluensyan si General Aquino. Dahil yung decision po dyan noon pa is already partially granted.
But Lacadin denied Albayalde's claim. He said he was not able to release a decision on the motion for reconsideration of the policemen during his time. Albayalde denied knowledge about the 2013 drug operation in Pampanga, but former CIDG Chief Benjamin Magalong believes otherwise.
The mere fact na nakita niya yung droga na dinala sa kanya not properly labeled, magtataka na siya. Bakit ganito ang nangyari rito? The mere fact na nasa yung mga chemist, magtataka na rin siya. Titingnan na rin niya na nasa yung mga picture. Bakit walang picture? I'm not accusing General Albayalde of anything. It's just that bakit walang logical na action ang isang provincial director when in fact there was glaring violation committed by the operating troops.
Wala po kaming nalalaman. From that time until po nung wala pong pumutok doon, Your Honor. No, wala pong it's presumed to be a good accomplishment.
Magalong explained his motive in speaking at the Senate hearings about the Agaw Bato scheme.
Why now? Ano pa motibo ni Magalong? Siguro naiinggit si Magalong dahil hindi siya nag-chief PNP.
Retired General Manuel Gaerlan, who replaced Albayalde as Pampanga Provincial Director, also conducted an investigation. But he said his team did not see any involvement by Albayalde in the operation. The investigation found that the raiding team headed by Superintendent Rodney Baloyo violated many protocols.
Number 1, hindi po sila nagpaalam sa kanilang provincial director. Number 2, wala po silang search warrant. Number 3, wala po silang coordination sa PDEA.
Reporting for News 5, Mean Los Baños, We Are One News.
Meanwhile, both Aquino and Magalong claim to have received death threats against them and their families following their statements before the Senate. Both officials who come from police force say they have no beef against Albayalde. Still, they insist that Albayalde did call up Aquino to ask for the favor.
Matagal na akong may threat.
marami nang tumambang sa akin. Kaya lang medyo natatakasan ko yung natatambangan. Natambangan ako ng 4 times already. I even sold one of my small house because kinising na ako doon. But the threat was intensified just recently.
I just have to, be conscious of my security. Making sure na lalo-lalo na sa aking family. Wala lang galawan ng pamilya. O kaya, they just have to make sure that kung may ginawa sa akin, I will survive. I will not survive. Otherwise, all hell will break loose.
Today is World Teachers Day, and because of this, some LGUs have decided to give them a day off by suspending classes. There are no classes in all levels in Makati, Pateros, and Noveleta in Cavite, while only public school students in all levels have no classes in Argao, Negros Oriental. And here are the biggest stories from the dailies. PNP Chief Oscar Albayalde is set to retire on November 8. The Philippine star took a look at the 4 strongest contenders to take his place. Albayalde himself said he would be replaced by NCRPO Chief Guillermo Eliazar or PNP Firearms and Explosives Office Director Valeriano De Leon. Now, the 2 other contenders are Albayalde's classmates in the PMA class of 1986, PNP Deputy Chief for Operations Archie Gamboa, and Directorial Staff Chief Camilo Cascolan. This from the business world. The Transportation Department will spend bulk of its 2020 budget on railway projects. The agency presented its 147 billion peso spending plan for next year. Over 100 billion pesos will be spent on projects with 99% earmarked for railways. Projects to be undertaken next year include the North-South Commuter Railway, the Metro Manila Subway Project, and rehabilitation work on the MRT-3, among others. Amid the massive infrastructure push, some stakeholders are urging government not to implement projects at the expense of trees. In Cebu, environmental lawyer Benjamin Cabrido filed a petition for the issuance of the writ of kalikasan, hoping to stop the Public Works Department and the DENR from implementing all tree cutting permits nationwide. Automation and going digital is the trend in today's world, and to give better service to customers, Signal is doing just that. Signal partnered with IT firm Multisys in upgrading its operations on e-payments, streaming subscriptions, digital marketing, among others. The IT solutions provider says they're targeting to finish the upgrade within a one-year time frame.
We are engaging Dave and team services to develop our subscriber management system, our provisioning system, our billing systems, hoping that we will have better tools to serve our customers, for us to be able to come up with better products and services, and to actually allow us to improve the customer experience for Signal TV, both for our internal and external customers.
The SEA Games torch has formally been passed to the Philippines, and local athletes say they are ready to snatch golds at home. Paulo Del Rosario reports from Kuala Lumpur.
In a ceremony in the Malaysian capital, officials from the Philippines and the 2017 Southeast Asian Games host nation come together for a symbolic occasion, passing on the flame of the Southeast Asian Games from the previous host to the next. Accompanied by the 2017 mascot Rimao and the 2019 mascot Pami, despite a few failed attempts, the flame is finally with the Philippines.
And the flame is now being received by the Philippines through a lantern that will carry the flame, which will be used to light the torch for the 30th Southeast Asian Games.
The 2 delegations shared their hopes for a successful hosting of the Games in the Philippines.
We hope all will go well. I had preparations are proceeding well. We look forward to forge better bonds of ties and relationship between Malaysia and the Philippines. Malaysia will be sending one of the biggest contingent. More than 1,000 will be coming from Malaysia. I personally will be there as well with the Philippines. Malaysia and the Philippines have always had good ties. We are like brothers in one family. So hopefully through the hosting of the SEA Games in the Philippines, we can further strengthen bilateral ties together.
Despite all the challenges, issues, problems, the Philippines is ready. 57 days to go, the Philippines is ready to hold the 30th Southeast Asian Games.
Philippine athletes attend the event and shares that they are ready to win the gold on home soil. The athletes also adds that the visiting nations can expect world-class hospitality come November.
Now that it's going to be in the Philippines, I like that it will be in the Philippines. And of course, there's the pressure, there is the expectation, but you know, I've learned to kind of shut that out on the day of competition and just try to be in the fight zone and the game zone and do my best. So, yeah.
Sa Golden Sweep again in 2017, ganun ako confident. Sobrang confident ako sa mga teammates ko, and that goes for even the mixed relay event. Men and women, triathlon, duathlon, and I hope na when we deliver the result that we needed to do, sana ma-promote pa namin yung triathlon events sa Philippines.
Yun yung tinatarget po namin lahat, sir, kasi pinag-iinsayuan namin maigi para maka-gold, para mabigyan ng magandang resulta yung bansa natin at saka mga kababayan.
We win as one.
We are less than 2 months away from the 2019 Southeast Asian Games, and this flame will make its way to Bulacan for the opening of the Games. From Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Paulo de Rosario. We are One News.
And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again next time for another round of Rush. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.